Lisa worked as a cleaner at the police station. One day, while cleaning the detective's desk, she saw a photo on the case board. Something about it looked wrong. Curious, she picked up the case file and started reading. In just a few seconds, Lisa realized something shocking. The police had made a big mistake. They thought the victim was the killer, but Lisa could tell it was the other way around. She crossed out the word suspect and wrote victim instead. She didn't think much of it. To her, it was just a small correction. The next day, the lead detective was very angry. He saw what Lisa had done and was furious. Thankfully, the station had security cameras that recorded everything, including Lisa changing the board. Lisa was confused. She thought they would thank her for noticing the mistake. Instead, they called her in for questioning. The detective shouted at her. He had worked for many years and didn't like being corrected by a cleaner. But the female police chief didn't agree with him. She gave the case file to Lisa and asked her to explain. That's when Lisa showed her true talent. She pointed out that the couch cushions in the crime scene were arranged very neatly, and the house was super clean, clear signs that the homeowner had OCD. But one curtain cord was untied. That didn't make sense. If someone loved everything neat, they wouldn't leave one curtain messy. Then she noticed glue on a chair. Lisa guessed that the cord was used to tie someone up, but the dead person had no rope marks, so they weren't tied up. That meant the victim wasn't the killer, they were tied up. Not the attacker, someone else had to be there. Her reasoning was so clear that even the experienced detective couldn't argue. But he still said they needed proof, maybe security footage from nearby homes. Just then, one of his team members ran in. They found video proof. It showed a third person at the scene. The detective had no choice but to reopen the case. As Lisa was signing a confidentiality form, she saw the same video. The detective quickly called the woman in the video a suspect and gave Lisa a hard stare. But again, the female chief didn't focus on that. Instead, she asked Lisa to point out what was wrong in the video. Lisa looked again. She said the wind in the video was blowing from the southeast. But during that season, the wind should come from the northwest. The video wasn't from the day of the murder. It was old. She explained this by looking at the trees behind a church in the background. Lisa said pastors usually build churches facing east, so the sun shines behind them. If you know that, you can tell where the wind is coming from just by watching the leaves move. The room went quiet. No one knew what to say. Lisa just shrugged. She didn't feel like explaining more. But the female chief followed her, clearly amazed. She wanted to know how Lisa figured all this out. Comments next and follow me for more recaps.